Good morning, North Georgia. Don Strength with you from the White County Public Safety Office in Cleveland, Georgia. We welcome those of you who are joining us this morning as we watch this weather event unfold across Alabama, Tennessee, and about to start unfolding across the great state of Georgia early this Friday morning. So it is 1:36 a.m., and we will be doing these broadcasts from time to time throughout the remainder of the morning to kind of bring you up to date on what's happening with the weather. Now, we have several folks joining us this morning also from down around East Alabama and West Georgia, and we will also tell you what's taking place down there as well. And for any of you that may be traveling across the southeastern United States today, we'll kind of let you know what you can expect as we head into this weather event. So let's take you over to the current radar, and we'll show you what's happening. We have rain across North Georgia. We have moderate rain at times across northeast Georgia. That stretches down into the Atlanta metro area and then into East Alabama. Then if you'll look back up there across northwest Alabama and right along the Alabama-Tennessee state line, you'll see that we have some snow showers or flurries that beginning to move into northwest Alabama, and that will continue on across central Alabama and may very well come across East Alabama and West Georgia as well in the next couple of hours. But the snow is not going to be the issue. The snow is not going to be the issue for Alabama or Georgia. Now, if you go a little further north up into Tennessee, we do have problems up there this morning. I-40 and I-24, they're just west of downtown Nashville. The interstate shut down this morning with some frozen precipitation on the interstates up there. And then we have some heavier snows up in extreme northern Tennessee on up into Kentucky, into Illinois, also into portions of southern Ohio this morning. Some pretty heavy snows up there. But across Alabama and Georgia, we're not anticipating a lot of snow. Maybe for 30 or 40 minutes, you'll have a snow flurry or maybe even a light snow shower. But that's not going to be the issue. The problem is going to be the temperatures falling, and I mean falling rapidly. We're talking about just looking at some reports back over in Alabama. Chambers County at this hour is reporting the temperature has dropped 4 degrees just in the past 30 minutes. They're now like at 47 degrees. So the temperature has already started dropping in East Alabama, and it will drop quickly. Within a couple of hours, you'll be below freezing across East Alabama, and then that will move on into Georgia, across Carroll, Hurd, Troop, down into Harris, and then over into Meriwether County. Same thing will happen across northwest Georgia and then on across northeast Georgia. In about 3 hours from now, we should start to see those temperatures falling very rapidly. And so we will drop below freezing most likely by 3 or 4 a.m. this morning across North Georgia and across East Alabama. And then by 7, 8, or 9 o'clock this morning, we'll be way down in the teens. The wind is going to pick up, and we're going to be looking at wind gusts as high as 40 miles per hour. And some of the higher elevations, especially up here in northeast Georgia, we could see winds peak at 50 miles per hour. And, of course, the concern there is going to be down trees and the possibility of some power outages. Now, we've been watching the power situation back across Mississippi, Alabama, and even up into Tennessee, and we really haven't seen a tremendous number of power outages, though there are some. It's not very widespread, but now understand this event is just now getting underway in Tennessee, northern Mississippi, and Alabama. So, and the winds are going to continue very high for most of today. So there's plenty of time for the wind to bring down those trees and power lines as we go throughout the day. And as we talked about earlier in one of our earlier broadcasts, understand that if you do lose power at your home, it may be for an extended period of time because the utility companies can't get out and work when the winds are gusting over about 20, 25 miles per hour. So you're going to have to be prepared for that. If you do lose power, it could stay out for an extended period of time. But once again, we are broadcasting from the White County Public Safety Building in Cleveland, Georgia. For those of you who are watching us from East Alabama and West Georgia that typically watch my weather broadcast over on my Dr. Don weather page. So I have a full-time job on top of doing the weather, and so our Emergency Operations Center is activated for this weather event across North Georgia, and so we are broadcasting as well this morning across White County, Georgia, to our citizens to keep them updated on what's going on with the weather. So at this hour, no problems. We have been experiencing rain now for well over an hour. And that will continue for about another hour or so, and then we'll see the rain taper off. The winds will start to increase, temperature will start to fall, and then after we get down into the mid to low 30s, we could start to see some snow flurries across North Georgia. Even down into East Alabama and West Georgia, we could also see some snow showers or flurries. But again, no accumulation is anticipated with the snow. That's not where the issue is going to be. The problem is going to be the wind chill factors, which could dip as low as 10 below zero later on this morning. And that will continue throughout most of today. And then tomorrow morning, the winds will back off a bit by the time we get to Saturday morning, but our temperature is going to bottom out right around 10 degrees tomorrow morning, and that's going to be very dangerous as well. We may not get much above 32 degrees until Monday, especially up here in northeast Georgia. You folks down there in East Alabama and West Georgia may make it to 32 on Christmas Day, but most likely we're going to stay below freezing up here in northeast Georgia at least until Monday. So this is going to be an extended, long period of very cold air, and it's going to be dangerous. If you have to be outside for any extended period of time, it's going to be very dangerous for you. So all of the precautionary measures should be complete by now. You should be prepared for this. But we just want to make sure you understand we're not expecting a snowstorm. We're expecting just a few light flurries and then very windy, cold, blustery day today, again on Saturday, and then again on Sunday. We certainly will likely see some power outages. And of course, the danger when we get this cold is that your water pipes are probably going to freeze. You need to leave those pipes, your water spigots, dripping to prolong that freeze as long as you can, so that your water won't freeze and your pipes won't burst. So that's kind of where we are this morning. We're going to continue to watch this for you, and if we start to see that we're beginning to get some issues across Alabama or Georgia, I'll be right back with you, and we'll broadcast and continue to bring you information. Again, right now, no travel issues anywhere across the state of Alabama that we can see. We're monitoring the National Weather Service chat room. We're looking at the ALDOT maps, the road conditions in Alabama, and we're watching the GDOT maps and road conditions in Georgia. We're not seeing any problems whatsoever. There may be a handful of roads back over in Chilton County, Alabama, that have got some debris on them from trees. So there are county roads over in Chilton County that have been closed. Other than that, we're not aware of any travel problems in Alabama or Georgia. There are some serious problems up in Tennessee, especially up around the Nashville area. I-24 and I-40, I believe it is, having some pretty strong issues up there this morning because of flash freezing. So we'll watch it for you, and if we have information that we feel like we need to pass along to you, we'll be right back with you here from the White County Public Safety Facility in Cleveland, Georgia.